All right, so at the request of viewers, we're back out doing some hill stuff with all three of the boards actually. This will be kind of the last video that I do on the hill stuff. I think I'm beating a dead horse, but you guys asked for it, so we're gonna do it. We have the Evolve with the 40T pulleys and the 105 cloud wheels. The 40T pulleys are from Cloudwheel themselves. That's where I had to go to get them. And then again, the Verreal has 45T pulleys with 105mm cloud wheels. I know they're different pulleys. I can't get 45Ts for the Evolve, or I haven't found them. So that's what we're doing. Sean, again, is a 250-pound rider on the Verreal, and I am a 200-pound rider on the Evolve. I know that that's not fair either. Just watch it till the end. I take all three of the boards up the same exact hill, and you can look at the timer and see who wins. I'm telling you right now, though, I think what it is at the Evolve, it gives what? I don't know. I'm going to make up percentages, right? So when you first hit the throttle from a dead stop, it gives 100% of the power for X amount of seconds. Then after that, it decreases the amount of power that it will allow to go to the motors. I think that's to help with overheating, battery drain, you know, not getting the motor too hot, not getting the ECU too hot, and to make it go further, which I do appreciate from Evolve. But on big, steep, long hills, that kind of sucks, and that's the only thing that we're showing here, is that which one of the boards will make it up the hill better. All right, let's do this. So one more thing, the last time that we had these two boards out against each other, we had a long hill, but it wasn't that steep, and then at the end it got steep. And what had happened was the Evolve was actually doing really well, staying away from the Verreal until that really steep section. Then the Verreal closed, a rough guess, 75-yard gap in about 4 seconds. It was ridiculous how fast the Verreal caught up. So this hill is different. This hill is a longer hill, but the beginning part is the steepest part, and then it gets not as steep towards the top. So we'll see how they do on this one. All right, so we're gonna go from a rolling start. I'm in GTR mode. You're in mode 3? Mode 3 in GTR mode. Okay. Okay. On your marks. Get set. Go! I'm floored. Oh, GTR passes it right away. And then the GTR falls flat on its face. I'm still floored. Let's see what happens here. Oh, GTR's picking up speed because it flattened out. Oh God, no, come on GTR. No. And there goes Sean. I'm still floored. And that's the end of the trail. So there you have it. Like, that's exactly what we thought would happen. So the GTR initially has that initial burst of speed, and it does really well, but then when it drops that initial burst of speed, it can't maintain the same that the Evolve can. Or not the Evolve, the Verreal, my bad. But now granted, yes, so that's 40T pulling with a 200-pound rider, that 45T pulling with a 250-pound rider. I get that. I can't clone myself. I can't recreate it. There's more video at the end of that video where you can actually time it. Okay, we are out today on the Verreal. The Verreal's still running 45T pulley with the 105mm cloud wheels. We got the Onsra still running 40T pulleys with 105mm cloud wheels. Rama is on the Onsra. Again, I weigh 200 pounds. And Sean is on the Verreal. Again, Sean weighs 250 pounds. I understand that this isn't really fair doing a hill climb test with a 250-pound rider and a 200-pound rider. I get that. It's also not fair to the Onsra because the Onsra running 40T pulleys while the Verreal are running 45T pulleys. I understand that. What I'm trying to show is that there is a difference. No matter what rider you put on it, no matter what pulleys you put on it, there is a power difference between the two boards. All right, here we go. We're both in mode 3. Right, Sean, you're mode 3? Mode 3. On your marks, get set, go. Floored. Verreal, doing pretty good.
Oh, come on.
Now watch this. 14, 16, holy cow, 18 miles an hour. I gotta slow down for that curve or I'm gonna wreck. We're still going uphill. Floored again. 18 miles an hour uphill. Oh my gosh. 19. Hit 20 miles an hour up that hill. Now I'm gonna come to a stop. Where's that Verreal at?
Huh.
That's what I mean by hill climbing capabilities of the Onsra. That is ridiculous. I went doing 20 miles an hour up this grade. Now, of course, if it's super steep, it slows down a little bit, but you can't fault any board for slowing down a little bit. But I mean, I even let the Verreal be in front, and the Onsra still passed it and far exceeded it. Okay, the infamous Hill of Doom. We got the Onsra. We have 40T pulley with 105mm cloud wheels. I weigh 200 pounds. This is going to be an identical test for all 3 boards, because all 3 boards will have 105mm cloud wheel, and they'll have me, a 200-pound rider on it. And then we'll just look at the timestamps and see how long it takes the boards to get up this hill. So, Onsra turn. On your marks, get set, go. That's floored in mode 3. 10 miles an hour. Ooh, that's a steep part, 11. This is where the Evolve struggles. We're at 14. 15, 16. All right, coming to a stop. Now, let's do it on the Verreal. All right, now time for the Verreal. The Verreal have 45T pulley with 105mm cloud wheels. Yep. The Evolve and the Onsra are running 40Ts, but that's what's offered. So Verreal offer 45Ts. That's why we're running them. So we're gonna do this same hill on the Verreal with a 200-pound rider. So let's get up to here again. All right, mode 3, on your marks, get set, go. Nine, 10, 11, 14. Verreal doing good. We're sitting at 14 miles an hour, 13. And that's the top of the hill. So we got up to 14 instead of 16 on the Onsra, but it did really well. It did really well, especially for the price range of the board. So this being a more of a budget board, it just did really well. All right, so Evolve 45T pulley, 105 cloud wheels, same hill as before in GTR mode. It's hard to get started on the hill. All right, here we go. Floored. Remote set 13 right now, and here's where it starts to struggle. Still doing 12, 11. There it goes. Now it's struggling. 10. I'm still floored. 9, 10. I mean, that wasn't as bad. Okay, so the question asked, will Onsra pulleys work on the Verreal RS? So, real quick answer, yes, I believe they will. Now, use the Onsra pulley on a Verreal at your own risk. I'm not responsible if it messes something up, but these are the 2 criteria that I look at. So, number 1, when it sits all the way down, does it rub on the motor mount? And this is a no, it doesn't rub. Then what I look at, you see that lip right there? Let me take the bearing back off. So you see this lip right here? Your bearing for your wheel has to make contact with that lip. if the bearing for the pulley are too wide and it sticks up over top of this lip, your bearing won't make contact, and what that'll do, it'll put a side load on either the pulley bearings or the wheel bearings. If you have the spacers in your wheel bearing, will be fine. It'll mainly mess up your pulley bearings. So when I slide this on, I make sure that that lip sits up higher than the bearing, and in this case it does. If you're going to run these, I would still run a speed washer on the inside of here just to give it that extra distance. But it looks like Onsra pulleys will work on the Verreal RS.